How strong is your faith? How consistent is your faith? How disciplined is your faith? And no, I'm not talking about your faith in God, or your faith in your mom, or your faith in your friend, or your faith in your boyfriend or girlfriend, or your faith in your career. I'm talking about faith in you. How confident are you about the things you can do, the things you can change, the things you can achieve, the things you can overcome? How much faith do you have in yourself? Is your faith in yourself consistent? Is your faith in yourself unbreakable? Faith to me is knowing 100% that no matter where you are, no matter what happens to you, you are going to be perfectly fine, and you are going to change any situation, any condition, if you don't like it. That's what I define as faith. Because think about it. Mind is power. Power is the mind. Our imagination does not have limits. You can imagine anything you want. You can imagine yourself with anybody. No matter where you are, you can visualize something. You can be thinking about something. Even if that thing is not happening right now where you are, but you can see it happening in your mind. So if something is happening in your mind, that's a confirmation to me that it can happen in my body. It's a confirmation to me that I can touch it, I can feel it, I can see it, I can smell it. Why? Because all the information, all the pictures that are traveling in our mind consistently, in our imagination consistently, sooner or later end up coming to our life. Look around you. Everything out there you see, everything out there you touch, it was one in somebody's imagination, somebody's idea, somebody's faith. Right? And because if your faith is unbreakable, you are going to reach the point when you understand that if you can see the invisible, you can do the impossible. If you can believe in the invisible, and when I say invisible, something you are not seeing right now with those eyes, but you are seeing it with your mind. You are seeing it with your imagination. It's invisible to your physical eyes, but it's perfectly visible to your mental eyes, to the eyes of your imagination, to the eyes of your faith. And if you can see it with the eyes of your faith, then you can definitely do it. You can definitely have it. You can definitely overcome it. You can definitely experience it. But for that, you have to have an unbreakable faith. You have to have an unbreakable faith that you are going to remind yourself every single day. No matter what I go through, it's okay. I will be fine. No matter what happens to me, it's okay. I will be fine. Why? Because you have a confident faith in self that you understand that you're always going to find a way. You're always going to find the answer. You're always going to find reasons to move on, reasons to grow, reasons to evolve. That nothing is going to keep you in a situation permanently unless you want to stay there. Faith in self goes a long way. That, wow, I have this dream, I have this goal. Well, I have a dream of making $1 million. Right now, well, let me not even say I'm not making it. Right now, I'm making it mentally. But I haven't made it physically yet. But I know I will. Why? Because I have faith that I can. And once you have that faith, it's going to be reflected also in your actions. Because you can be like, oh, I have faith in myself, but you're scared of failing. You're scared of making mistakes. You're scared of being perceived. You care about people's opinions. People's opinion have nothing to do with your faith unless you let it. Are your faith strong that you are going to ignore people's opinions and do what it is that you want to do? Are your faith consistent that you are going to ignore whatever people are telling you or whatever they are saying about you? But since you know who you are and you have faith in who you are going to keep going. Unbreakable faith. That, okay, I'm in pain right now, but matter of fact, this pain is happening for my greatest good. The situation I'm in, whatever I'm going through right now, is only for my greatest good. Have unbreakable faith in you, in yourself. Your imagination does not have limits. Your mind does not have limits. Your heart does not have limits. Your soul does not have limits. What we name as limitations is exactly that. What we have named as limitation. And once you name it as limitation, your mind have nothing else to do than to believe it. Because you direct your mind by the consistent thoughts, the consistent ideas, the consistent feelings you are feeding into your mind. But if you let your mind just run, your mind has no limits. But don't let your mind run. Because if you don't control your mind, if you don't train your mind can become your biggest enemy. So train your mind to be your best friend. Train your mind to be a money machine, a happiness machine, a success machine, a positivity machine, a kindness machine, a prosperity machine, a love machine, a perfect health machine. Because if you don't train your mind, somebody else will. Unbreakable faith in you, in yourself, in yourself. Unbreakable faith in who you are, in the things you can do, the things you can overcome, the things you can create, the things you can build. But that unbreakable faith has to be attached with you being authentic. You being somebody else is not going to keep your faith unbreakable. You being somebody else is not going to keep your faith unbreakable. Be you. Stay true to you. Because also, last time I checked, original still more valuable and more expensive than fake. So why would you want to be someone you are not? So you prefer a fake, a copy, than the original? Then stay original. Who else can be you? Nobody. Then stay original. Stay authentic to yourself. Do what resonates with you. Embrace your authentic self. Not the self you have created because of your ego, or to please your parents, or to please your school, or to please your boyfriend, girlfriend, or to please your religion. No. The person you know you are deep down inside your heart, the person your heart is screaming to be, that if you forget everything that everyone has told you about who you can be or who you cannot be, whoever remains, that's who you are. If you forget about who society have told you to be, who your parents have told you to be, who social media have told you to be, the person who remains, that's exactly who you are. Unbreakable faith is attached to you being authentic to yourself. Unbreakable faith is attached to you listening to your intuition. Unbreakable faith is attached to you knowing, embracing, and accepting that God is within, that you are God and you have the creative power within. You are powerful more than you think. Oh, I have it here too, but it's in Spanish. You are brave more than you are fear. You are strong more than you think. And you are smart more than you feel. Unbreakable faith. That regardless of what happens to me, regardless of what I go through, regardless of what people can say, regardless of how I'm feeling, I know I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be great. I know I can overcome it. Matter of fact, everything I go through is simply making my faith more unbreakable. Everything I go through is simply leading me to the place I deserve to be and I want to be. Everything I go through can only take me to what is prosperous, to what is positive, to what is happy, to what is healthy, to what is successful, to what is meant for me. Everything I go through is only for my greatest good, my greatest success, my greatest happiness, my greatest enjoyment. Why? Because I have unbreakable faith in self. Not in religion or my parents or social media or other people or my clothes or my money. No, unbreakable faith in self. How strong is your faith in yourself?